Excelsior! What is up, everybody? Tony here from Kapowcast, bringing you a look at the Hot Toys Stan Lee Sideshow exclusive Hot Toys. It's an exclusive. I was really excited about getting this, mostly because I have a miniature Stan Lee staring at me whenever I'm supposed to be doing work, but am not. But basically breaking it out of the shipper, this is what you get. This is really cool. I had no idea that it actually came in the clamshell packaging until I seen some pictures online on Instagram of somebody who got theirs before me. And I was like, oh my god, that is so cool. That's so super cool. And then I had to go back later and ask him, please tell me that this clamshell is removable without being actually cut open like a true clamshell. And he said, yeah, it is. It pops out. So that's what we get. So you got Stan Lee in a very kind of like 80s picture suite right there with the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is obviously his Volume 2 cameo appearance. You got Stan Lee. You got the Stan Lee up top, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 over here, that if you can't recognize because of the packaging, and it's kind of a terrible selling point now looking at like this, that is the rock that he's sitting on while talking to the Watchers or the other Watchers, whatever you feel like believing. And then we got Stan Lee on top there. This is actually, it looks kind of like the Pez dispenser, or Pez font up top. On the back, we got a picture of Stan himself. You got the Watchers. You got the quote he says in the, I believe it's the after credits scene. So if you want to take a look at that, you can see it. On top, same thing, Stan Lee. And that's about it for the clamshell packaging. Oh, we got Guardians of the Galaxy at the bottom there. But I was gonna open this on film, but I don't. It's too big. It's too big. This is too difficult to try and open it on camera, so we'll do a swipe away and we'll have just the box. Okay, so getting this out of the clamshell, there was a lot more than I thought was actually in it. We do have this. It comes with a lenticular backdrop of the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 scene. And is that the Watchers? Yeah, it looks like the Watchers are walking away. Obviously, you're not going to see it because there's, you're not moving. But this is really cool. I hope that I have enough room in the area I want to display them in to display them with this, because I'm not usually a fan of the backdrops, but this one I love, and I love the Scarlet Spider one. I'm really bummed that I can't display them with it. The New York backdrop is just phenomenal. But so it came with a lenticular inside of the clamshell, and then here we have the sit upon rock, his moon rock that he sits upon while telling his stories, which is pretty awesome. It's feels like a molded plastic. I have to say that the detail in it is ridiculous. Obviously, it being Hot Toys, you come to expect the ridiculousness, but the texture on the top of the rock where he's sitting, and the darker gray and the brown, the wash, along with some black. I don't know if there's black. Well, maybe there's a little black. I dig that. I like that. It's nice and sturdy. So if a cat decides it's gonna knock it down, it'll survive the fall. But it's not. It doesn't look cheap. That's what I like. I don't like my Hot Toys looking cheap. But here you go. You got the Stan Lee box. Sideshow exclusive sticker right there. Stan Lee, as we've seen before. Got the Stan Lee logo right there. The Pez dispenser font. All the fantastic Hot Toy people in their credits, their movie credit. Oh, I like that. That's it. You got Stan Lee at the bottom there, and the Watchers. Love it. I love it. It's fantastic. Stan Lee there. And then you know that. And it's one of the slides. So you slide, and then we hit a light. Slide. And there you go. You got Stan the Man in the window case. God, that suit looks great. All right, I'm not. Oh, there you go. Cast and crew. You want to check that out? T.S. Wong. Sweet little Guardians logo. Pez dispenser Stan Lee. So we'll cut away again when we'll get this guy out. Okay, and as far as accessories go with Stan the Man, he comes with 2 pairs of hands, more grippy hands, which look fantastic. Got the orange palms. Silver in the back. That is... notched out where every knuckle is. And then I've dubbed these the storytelling hands. Because it's like, I mean, just look at it. It looks like your grandfather. Like, back in my day, sodas were just 10 cents. And were made from real cocaine. You got the classic Stan Lee Guardians of the Galaxy futuristic sunglasses, which are fantastic. A couple spare pegs for your hands. And then this is his astronaut dome. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it comes in 2 pieces so that you can slide it together perfectly. And of course, the lovely, lovely Hot Toys instructions, which you should always read. Always read the instructions. See? Tells you exactly how to do all of it. And there he is, out of the box. Stan Lee in all of his glory. And let me tell you, this thing feels exactly like what I would think a actual astronaut uniform would feel like, or suit, whatever. I don't know. It feels really cool. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So yeah, it's pretty, it's relatively basic, but if you look really closely, it's not just like a solid orange. It actually has what I would call probably like moon dust or space dust on the suit, on the air pack. I don't know if you can actually, you can kind of see it right here. Ah, this is fantastic. Check these buckles. Oh man. See, this is what happens. Is you get one of these boys in hand, and that's how you get hooked. That is exactly how you get hooked. Right, Stan? Right. But dude, this is cool. All right, so let's start at the top with the head. If we can do this. All right, so there's Stan. The glasses kind of just slide into a part in his hair, and then they just kind of chill there. Let me take this off. Oh, and there were his glasses. We'll keep them off for right now. There's Stan. And all this fantastic glory. God, that's so ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. If my picture of me and Stan Lee wasn't in the other room, I should have put it in this. Missed opportunities. I would bring it in here and do a side by side. But the hair looks fantastic. It's not soft hair. It's actually sculpted hair, which I prefer. They, for some reason, like to give the girls real hair, and it's kind of a hit or miss. Like, I've seen people actually be able to style it and make it look good, but I'm a guy, and what I do in the morning is essentially just brush my hair back and then throw a baseball cap on. I don't really do much of anything. But so there's Stan's face. Focus up. That's Stan's face, which looks fantastic. His little Stan Lee mustache. But yeah, this is fantastic. I'm super excited about this, because if there's one thing that like I've wanted since actually getting a hot toy is a Stan Lee hot toy. Now I will say that like if they end up doing all the cameos, and Janelle, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it right now, I might get suckered into getting the Stan Lee cameos. It might be one of those ones where I just can't resist. Like, this man shaped this guy shaped my childhood. All right, I don't care. You can say what you want, you know, Marvel fans, whatever. But this guy shaped my childhood. It's just fantastic that I have a likeness of him to just kind of, you know, walk by in the morning and see him and just be like, what up? So I guess now on to articulation. Okay, so fair warning, I am not in no way, shape, or form a articulation Nazi. I don't care as long as the figure looks cool. If I can articulate him into different dynamic poses, okay, that's an added plus. But for me, it has to look good before function. And that's probably the only thing in my life that I'll say that about. But his head turns almost like it's the whole 180. Whole 180 head turn from Stan. You got a little bit of pivot, but not much. I wouldn't really push it. You can have more pivots this way, not so much down. Arms can go up about that much. You get a lot of restriction from the suit, obviously. It bends at the elbow. Kind of feels like a double-jointed elbow. Yeah, I think it's a double-jointed elbow. You got your wrist pivot, and then your wrist hinge. Leg can go probably about that much. Ain't much, but you don't need much to walk in space. Gravity is not there to help you. Goes back about that much. His knee, you go up that far, but obviously I would not go past a 90-degree bend because you'll start getting creases in the fabric. And then on the ankles, we have a hinge, and we have the rocker. The rocker that everybody goes so nuts over. And then I think they usually, you have a little bit of a diaphragm bend, but not much, obviously because of the restriction of the suit. And then he kind of goes back about that much, so he would definitely lose in a limbo competition for sure. Alright, so there you have it, the Sideshow exclusive Stan Lee from Guardians of the Galaxy 2 by Hot Toys. I will say, getting him in this final pose was a big pain in the butt. He is very back heavy because of the oxygen tank, and it just would not stay. This is probably as best I can get it in set without spending hours trying to get him in the perfect situation. But all in all, I do love it. I love the likeness. I think that it looks pretty much spot on from Stan Lee. I love the texture of the soft goods of the suit. Those are fantastic. The rock, highly detailed, and love the lenticular backdrop. I just love it. It's mwah, it's great. Really glad I picked this one up. Really glad I didn't hesitate because he went pretty fast. I think you can still hop on the wait list for him over on Sideshow. So if you like what you see, head on over and hop on the wait list. Anything can happen. That's how I got Scarlet Spider. Anyways, that'll be it for today and it for this review. If you liked what you've seen, make sure to follow us on our social media to keep up with everything we are doing and make sure that you do not miss any of these unboxing reviews or any of that stuff. And thanks everybody that is being supportive and kind of sticking with us through this whole YouTube transition weird point. This is usually where we tell you to like, share, and subscribe, but obviously that's pretty much useless now. So just follow us on social media, and down in the comments below, let me know what your favorite Stan Lee cameo was and why. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.